Hey everyone, I'm Kieran from Dad Matters. I'm here with Dean, and Dean's going to tell us about a project that he's set up. First of all, Dean, what's the project called that you've set up?
It's called Ryan's Healthy Foods.
And where did that come from? What drove you to create this project?
Well, my little boy was really poorly, and we ended up staying quite a long time in hospital. And whilst we were in hospital, the one thing that we found really hard was trying to get something to eat at the right times, or trying to eat at all when you can. And that's when the idea came from, that if we're struggling, there must be so many other more people out there that are struggling. So that's why we decided to set this up.
Okay, okay. And so was Ryan kind of an inspiration to that with him being in hospital at that time?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was one of the hardest times in our lives, really, that we went through. And because Ryan was so unique, we just thought we need to do something to keep his memory alive more than anything. Because when he was first born, he donated his umbilical cord, which actually went to help save somebody else on the same day with cancer. And then he ended up getting such a rare cancer that the doctors didn't even know what it was. There's only so many children in the world that are diagnosed with leukemia on the brain, and they still to this day don't even know where it's come from, because it's not in your blood. Which leukemia, when they test for it, the first thing they do is test your blood. They test your bone marrow. But they did all that on Ryan and nothing. They couldn't find anything. So it literally just was these cells that had come from somewhere in his body. His bone marrow was obviously making them, and then they were traveling up to the back of his cerebellum in the back of his brain. And then he started on chemo, and yeah, he just got really seriously ill, and then he ended up, passing away 3 months.
That must have been a really, really hard time for you guys.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was unbelievably hard, just hoping every day that you could try and do something, but there's nothing you can do. And the reason why I wanted to get this out even more about Ryan, about what he's going through, especially with this coronavirus, because he ended up getting viral influenza that was due to him going through chemo. So all this with social distancing and stuff like that is really important, especially with kids that are going through these treatments, especially now with the virus that's out there. So that's another thing that we really want to get out there and make people really aware of how dangerous it is, that when kids are going through chemo and they pick up other viruses while they're in there, it just absolutely destroys them.
So how old was Ryan then when he was in hospital?
He was 18 months when he first went in, and then he passed away when he was 21 months old.
So you're trying to set up this project in Ryan's memory.
Yeah.
What is it that you're doing? Why do you feel that that's kind of important?
Because it's so expensive when you're in hospital. There's just so much that you've got to think about, and then like we had our daughter as well, and we found it very hard to try and balance the two, with Ryan being ill and then my daughter, and having other family members to, look after her and help her while we're still going through this. And people are asking you, what is it that you need? What can we help you with? And when you're going through it, you don't really realize exactly what it is that you actually need. You just, all your focus is just on getting your child better, so you can just go home and get back to normal life. But living what I call the hospital life is really hard. And whenever somebody would say, "What is it you need?" I'd say, "Can you just get me something to eat?" Because you know, you're waiting around all day, and there's times when he would have to go down for a scan and he couldn't have anything to eat. So you obviously don't want to eat in front of your child, because if they have to go through, you know, fasting before they have a scan, you don't want to be kind of eating in front of them, so you go hungry, and sometimes you can go days without it, and then when you do eat, it's all fast food rubbish and takeaways, and then it costs you a fortune, and you've still got all your other bills on top of that you have to pay, and you're just struggling. And that's the reason why we thought, you know, we're in this situation. We're seeing other people, we're seeing single mums, single dads in there. And sometimes it was like, when you go back to the Ronald McDonald House where we were staying, there is a kitchen in there that you can cook in, but some of them were like cooking at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, because they've had nothing to eat all day. So they've had to wait for the child to go to sleep, and then they can go and get something to eat. So we want to take away all that stress away from them, and just provide something that's there for them. So we've decided, with everything that's going on, we can't continue that at the moment. So we've decided to try and set up a petition as well, to get it to the Houses of Parliament, so we can get this for families constantly, without us having to go out there and fight for it, and you know, fundraise all the time, because it can be quite hard to try and get that and fundraise a lot. So we need 10,000 signatures for it to be discussed, but 100,000 signatures to actually make a debate and get it changed in the Houses of Parliament. So that's on our page as well.
Excellent. Well, we'll share your page as well. It'll be in the comments on the video, so absolutely people can find out where you're at. So how do you get the food to people? Is it, do you make the food, or are you picking it up for them and dropping them off, or how does that work?
Yeah, well, we did have a kitchen that was given to us to do all that, and we were going to provide it and bring it down to them and give it to them when we could do that. But like I say, at the moment, that's not been possible to do that anymore. That's why we've decided to go down with the route with getting this into the Houses of Parliament, so people can sign it, and then that way, then they can make some changes, and the government can sort this out for them.
So what have you changed? Obviously, you're looking to get this changed in law. These parents need to be okay to look after the kids, don't they? Particularly siblings as well. But what's changed practically for you? Obviously, before you were looking at providing food, but are you still providing a service there for those parents that are in hospital?
Yeah, so with everything that's been going on, we can't obviously do that. So we've gone with the side of the things that people need now more than anything is hand sanitizers and washing, you know, like things to wash their hands with, pajamas as well. That we decided to go down. So we've delivered all them to the Ronald McDonald House. Then Ryan's got his own little personal room in there now. We've sponsored a room in there, so he's got an actual plaque on the wall, and they've given him another room where parents can go, and if they are struggling, and especially with what's going on now with them having to leave the hospital to try and go to a supermarket to pick up, you know, toothpaste and toothbrushes and shavers. We've done all that. We've got it all for them. We've delivered it to the Ronald McDonald House, and they can literally just get it from the reception there. The receptionists have even put out a table so they can just go and help themselves. So they can get the shampoos, they can get the shower gels that they need to keep themselves clean and stuff like that. Because the one thing you don't want to be doing at the moment is being in hospital on a ward, leaving that ward and going into a supermarket where you could potentially pick up this virus and bring it back onto the ward and then infect the whole of the children's hospital. So that's one thing that's really important, that we thought we will take it down, we'll let them do that, and they can help themselves to whatever they want. And plus we've got pajamas there, and we haven't got a huge amount of pajamas, but we have got a certain selection of pajamas for, you know, mums and dads, as well as the children as well.
That sounds great. Where can people donate, either products or money? Have you got a Just Giving page, or is there a way to get physical
We,
items to you?
yeah, if people would like to donate, they can either take them straight down to the Ronald McDonald House, and if they just mention that it's for Ryan, and then they can deliver it to them themselves if they know where it is. It's the one in Manchester, right across the way from the Royal Children's Hospital. Or they can contact us and they can let us know about any donations that they have, and we can arrange to either pick it up from them, or we can arrange for them to come to us. But however they want to do it, we'll be able to do it for them.
That sounds great. We'll make sure that the links are in the comments on the video. It sounds like you've got a great job going on. We know that we work a lot with dads that can't visit mums in hospital who've had babies, and it's a similar situation where if you're not the patient, you don't get the food or the stuff that you need, like shower gels. So it sounds great that you're looking after and taking away that stress for those parents. It's a great project. So yeah, we will absolutely be sharing it with everyone. Thank you for today. Thank you for sharing your story. It sounds like you've been through it, and obviously this is helping you guys, but you're also helping a lot of other people out there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for listening to us.
No worries. Is there anything else you would like to tell the people that might be watching the video?
Just thank you to everyone that supported us along the way. We've had a lot of support. We've had a lot of celebrities supporting us as well, which has been amazing. And just, you know, we're just continuing to carry on to help other people. So if anybody else would like to help us, it'd be amazing.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Dean, for joining us today, and we'll catch you soon.
Thank you.